Welcome to Frost Sullivan's Growth Podcast. This series brings together key insights from our research, growth analyses, and thought leadership, highlighting the strategic imperatives shaping industries, technologies, and markets worldwide. In this episode, we focus on transformation in data centers and colocation services, distilling essential perspectives to help teams understand what is changing, why it matters, and how organizations can align strategy with emerging growth priorities.
What if I told you the future of your AI strategy doesn't start with algorithms, but with how you manage your data and digital infrastructure? For years, digital transformation shaped enterprise infrastructure decisions. Cloud-first strategies dominated, and teams followed a predictable path: modernize, virtualize, move to the cloud. But now, AI has rewritten those rules. Suddenly, infrastructure isn't just a support system, it's the bottleneck or the accelerator, which means the real question is no longer, are we cloud first? It's, is our infrastructure ready to handle the demands of AI?
So how exactly do you scale infrastructure when AI workloads, training models, running inference, processing massive data sets are fundamentally different? These demand massive compute power, high-performance graphics processing units or GPUs, ultra-fast data movement, and flexible storage that can scale with demand. This isn't incremental change. It's an ecosystemic shift in infrastructure design. And here's the critical insight. The speed of your AI ambitions is now directly tied to your data center strategy. Because if infrastructure can't keep up, AI initiatives stall. So how do you determine where workloads should run, new ways to source capacity, and who to partner with?
So imagine a world where every device, every click, every sensor is constantly generating data. Well, that world is already here, and AI is only one part of the story. There's a perfect storm of other technologies amplifying data generation, machine learning models that learn continuously, IoT devices generating real-time signals, 5G enabling ultra-fast connectivity, big data analytics. At the same time, remote work, e-commerce, and digital services are accelerating cloud adoption. The result? A massive surge in infrastructure complexity that we've never seen before.
Data centers are no longer just buildings filled with servers. They're becoming intelligent ecosystems. Let's break down the 5 megatrends redefining them. 1. AI-driven data centers. Higher rack densities, GPU-heavy workloads, and AI managing operations, from predictive maintenance to energy optimization. 2. Edge infrastructure. Latency-sensitive applications like autonomous driving and telehealth demand processing closer to the source. Centralized models no longer work for everything. 3. Advanced power and cooling. Traditional air cooling is proving to be inefficient. Liquid cooling, immersion systems, and direct-to-chip technologies are becoming essential. 4. Sustainability pressure. Customers and regulators alike are demanding greener operations, forcing operators to rethink energy sourcing and efficiency. 5. Data protection and sovereignty. With distributed environments comes increased risk. AI-driven security, zero-trust architectures, and compliance strategies are now critical. Each of these trends is powerful alone. Together, they are completely redefining infrastructure design. The question then is, which of these trends will disrupt your infrastructure strategy first, and are you prepared for it?
Here's the biggest myth in modern IT. There's a perfect infrastructure model. No, there isn't. Today's reality is different for every type of workload, application, and industry. As a result, organizations are operating across a mix of environments: public cloud for speed and scalability, multi-tenant platforms for shared efficiency, hybrid and multi-cloud for flexibility, on-premises for control and compliance, edge for real-time processing, colocation for balance between ownership and outsourcing. Because every application has different needs: performance, latency, cost, security, and getting that balance right is what separates efficient enterprises from struggling ones.
If demand is exploding, why isn't capacity keeping up? Because scaling infrastructure isn't easy. Providers are hitting serious roadblocks. Rising costs, energy and construction costs are skyrocketing, making expansion expensive. Power constraints. In many regions, the real issue isn't land, it's electricity availability. Skills gap. Modern data centers require expertise in AI, cybersecurity, and advanced networking, and talent is scarce. Connectivity pressure. Growing data traffic is pushing networks to their limits, forcing upgrades in fiber and telecom partnerships. These aren't temporary challenges, they're structural constraints that will shape the future of infrastructure. And overcoming them will require one thing above all else: strategic partnerships. So, what partnerships will determine whether you scale or stall?
Every disruption creates opportunity, and in this case, the opportunities are massive. Here's where the next wave of growth is emerging: high-density AI infrastructure facilities built specifically for GPU-heavy workloads, not retrofitted, but purpose-designed. Specialized colocation services, tailored environments for AI and HPC workloads that traditional setups can't support. Sustainable innovation operators investing in renewable energy and efficient cooling will reduce costs and meet regulatory demands. Edge expansion, distributed infrastructure closer to users, will unlock real-time applications across industries. The winners in this space won't just follow demand, they'll anticipate it and build ahead of it. Because in the AI era, infrastructure isn't just a back-end function, it's a competitive advantage.
That's all for this episode of Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For deeper analysis, research insights, and strategic frameworks shaping future growth, explore our studies and resources at frost.com or reach out to our team at hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more perspectives to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.